Okay, so grade 7 girls, we will start with soil formation, lesson 5. Turn to page number 56. Okay, now let me know, what do you know about soil? What do you know about soil? Yes, Noor, Judy. What do you know about soil? That? Hello?
It has minerals.
It has minerals, okay. Yeah, so the sand, what you see near the beach, is it a soil? Can you grow soil there? I mean, can you grow plants there in the sand?
No.
Plants need soil.
Okay. I will explain you now. There are 3 kind of soil, girls. Before we go to the lesson soil formation, I will explain you that there are 3 kinds of soil. You can see here. You can see here that the first soil is the sandy soil. It's called the sandy soil. Like example, when you go to beach, all right, you find very fine particles, very fine particles. If I make a hole here in this box or in this vase, what happen is, and you pour water in it, very little water, maybe 1 or 2 drops will come out. Why? Because between the particles, no space between the particle. Next, if I have something called as clay soil. I have clay soil. In clay soil, you have spaces, and there water can easily, I can say, clogged. Or now best is the loam soil. What you use, they mix these 2 soil to make a loam soil, which will have space, so much space, and which will also can retain water and can flow water. Means it is in the middle. So that is helping you to make the plant grow better. Did you understand? This was just a basic what you have learned in last classes. We will study today how soil forms, okay? Do soil contain air and water? Is it true or false? Page number 57. Do soil contains air and water? Girls, do soil contains air and water?
Yes. True.
Yes, they contain, yeah. They do not contain living things. Is it true or false?
False.
False.
Yeah, because they contain living things. They are the same from place to place. No, false. They are never.
No.
Climate can affect how fertile soils are.
True.
Can
True.
affect. Yes, it can affect. Here, guys. Next. Next, what you have, the vocabulary terms. Zishan, please read out the vocabulary terms. Is she there? Zishan, please read out the vocabulary terms. Okay, Judy, she's there, but she's not answering. You read it out.
Soil profile, humus, soil horizon.
Soil, humus, soil profile,
Soil horizon.
soil horizon. These are the vocabulary terms. Okay, next. What causes soil to form? A scientist might define soil as a loose mixture of small rock fragments Now today we are going to see that what soil exactly contains. Okay, like what exactly soil contains inside. Okay, this is a soil here inside. What are inside? Zishan, you told me in the beginning that they contain minerals. Excellent answer this is. Minerals. And then what do they contain? They contain rock fragment. Rock fragment. You remember last year when we were at school, we went and saw soil down, and then even in the lab, we used a magnet to see how minerals, how iron comes and attract to the magnet. I've shown you in the lab last year. So it contains rock. Of course, it contains organic matter. When I say organic matter, you can know the dead plants and animals, that is fossils. The more fossils, the more good soil and water, what you add. And the space between the soil have air that can support the growth of vegetation. Again, you have minerals, you have rock fragments, you have fossils, that is organic matter, you have water, and you have air in the soil. Okay, the first step in the formation of soil is the weathering of the parent rock. What is the meaning of weathering? What did I say you in the last class? What is the meaning of weathering? Can anyone say me what is the meaning of weathering? That was the whole lesson I taught you.
Weathering is the mass of
Weathering is?
The breaking of rocks.
Yes, excellent. It means breaking of rocks. Breaking of rocks. So girls, this breaking of rocks, here they are saying parent rock. Parent rock, of course, it is inorganic. It is not organic, which contains dead animals or something. But it is the main important rock which contains minerals inside. Okay, now weathering break down parent rock into smaller and smaller pieces. These pieces of rock becomes very smaller particles that are, and this rock, small rocks, small pieces of rocks are mixed with inorganic matter. Organic means this is mixed with fossils. This process actually
Miss,
yes, tell me.
it doesn't let them go in the class. It says that the class ended.
Okay. I will share the Zoom link with them now. Okay, so I told you what is weathering and how it breaks down. They've shown you the picture here. Soil formation begins when the parent rock weathers into small fragments. You see here how, and then they mix up with the organic matter, the shells and the dead remains of animals. Plant roots grow and can break down sediments even further. Burrowing animals increase the rate of weathering. You know that weathering is because of animals, plants, plants, and also by ice or wedging. You remember the cause of weathering, girls? Do you remember how it weathered? Because of roots, because of these animals, how the rock breaks, then they mix with the organic matter. When I say something organic, remember your hyper panda, you have an organic side there where you get all natural fruits or natural plants. So they call them organic when it is living, when we are speaking about living. Now, next thing here, what is humus? It is a very familiar word with you all because you all eat hummus, right? Hummus. Humus. I'm writing with brown color to make you remember that it is brown
Yeah.
soil. It is a brown soil, which is sticky soil. Okay. They have much bacteria. And one more thing I will say that these soil will be very good if you have decayed matter like eggshells. Like sometimes don't throw the waste when you're washing some chicken or some meat. You know, the water that comes out from that has much bacteria. But those bacteria are good for the soil. Those bacteria are good for the soil. Next, please read out this one. Some microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi.
Who?
Anyone? Start, come on. Some microorganisms. Zishan, if you're there.
Some microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi are decomposers that live in soil. These tiny decomposers perform the important task of breaking down
Zishan,
the
who are
remains of
decomposers?
plants.
Do you know who are decomposers? What do decomposers do? They give nutrient to the soil. They decay. You know, they release chemical and they feed on dead animals. These remain are decayed organic matter called humus. Actually, humus, when I say, remember soil that contains fossils. Soil that contains fossil, and it is very dark brown. They remain decayed organic, that is dead remains of plants and animals. Humus is usually found on the top layer, of course, because they die on the top layer. Like this is a humus here. Top layer, so it's important because it contains nutrients. It contains a lot of nutrients, and plants take up these nutrients through their roots. When these plants die, they are broken down by decomposers, and the nutrients are returned to soil. That's why we say they provide nutrient to the soil. The decomposers, they provide. So what are humus? Humus contains soil with decayed material, that is fossils. They are dark brown. When these animals or when these plants die, they are taken up as in the soil, mixed with the soil as humus. Larger animals such as earthworms and molds also live in soil. They loosen and mix the soil as they burrow through it. What did they mean they loosen? When they mix with soil, girls, the soil becomes sticky. And that's why they call that they become loose. And more of air can go and improve the ability of the soil to drain water. Okay, girls, join me again.